I watch Canelo. I look at all the tapes of Ray Leonard, Manny Pacquiao, all these guys. I'm going to be the face of boxing. Are you now?
I'm definitely the face of boxing. Absolutely.
2 years later, reality hits Gervonta Davis right in the face. I ain't the face of boxing. I'm just somebody that boxes. Exactly. You never was the face of boxing beating Ryan Garcia, who is a big social media star. His boxing skills, not so much. And some of these fanboy channels were calling this a mega fight. Two of the best fighting each other. And he fought Frank Martin, that didn't sell well. Then he fought Lamont Roach, which gave him the scare of his life, and pushed him right into Jake Paul's hands, right in his arms, right? And these fanboy channels are looking for damage control. They're talking about Shakur Stevens' resume. They're talking about Devin Haney's chin. They're talking about Teofimo. They're talking about everybody but the fight itself. Why is Gervonta Davis fighting Jake Paul? It's a simple answer to that. He's fighting him for money. And boxing fans, we cannot blame Gervonta Davis because Gervonta Davis told us from the get-go, I'm not in this for legacy. I didn't ask for the Lomachenko fight. I did not ask for the Devin Haney fight. I did not ask for a Shakur Stevenson fight. You guys wanted that, not me. And Gervonta Davis fans are in denial because Tank told them straight up, you guys wanted me to be great, but I don't want to be great. I don't want a legacy. I just want money and get out the game. Plain and simple. And these guys can't cope with it. And his fanboys will say this, what did Shakur Stevenson do to deserve a Gervonta Davis fight? But you're telling me Jake Paul deserves a fight and he's a cruiserweight. And you're going to tell me that Frank Martin deserves a fight over Shakur Stevenson. You're going to tell me that Lamont Roach, who's a 130-pound champion, deserves a fight over Shakur Stevenson. The walls are closing in on Gervonta Davis, and this is why he took the Jake Paul fight. The bottom line is this, I cannot blame Tank Davis for his honesty. He didn't want to be a great fighter. He didn't want to be a legacy fighter. He wanted money, enough money, so he could get out the game. Tank Davis is not interested in competing for greatness. His fans are interested in him competing for greatness.
And I don't like to dream and overthink.
That's why I didn't bring that up.
Plan another fight. But hey, what about if Vergil gets past Lubin? What about Vergil and Crawford at 160? Imagine that. Would be incredible. So most likely go down to 160. I don't think he's gonna touch 154. I think he'll stay at 160 eventually and try to find the biggest fights possible. And the biggest fight for him would be a Vergil Ortiz. Tell him or give him advice is get a new trainer. I can't advise him on retiring or staying in box. That's a very personal decision. But I can say, hey, get a new trainer. You'll do better. A new trainer will teach you different tricks.
Is Oscar saying after the Lubin fight, Vergil Ortiz might be moving to 160? Is Oscar putting the cart before the horse? Now he's talking about Terence Crawford fighting Vergil Ortiz at 160. My question is, when is he going to give Vergil a title shot? You know, I guess Robert Garcia was talking about the reason they take the Bachbron fight is because the IBF rehydration clause, okay? Okay, why is he ain't fighting Sebastian Fedora? Is he like a #1 contender for Sebastian Fedora? Correct me if I'm wrong. And I was listening to Ring IQ, and he says he believes they have a deal in place, him and Fedora. Fedora's going to move up pretty soon. The belt will be vacant, and Vergil Ortiz will be able to get it. And that might be the case. And if that's the case, we're getting more email champions than guys fighting in the ring and actually winning the belts. Now, does Crawford want a big fight after beating Canelo? Of course he does. But Crawford wants these fights to mean something. If Vergil Ortiz moves up to 160 without a belt, I doubt Terence Crawford wants to fight him. Terence Crawford is a rare breed. Yeah, he wants to fight for money, but he also wants to fight for legacy. He wants to do something that nobody else has been able to do. And if he goes to 160, he's going to want to fight for a belt to become a 6th division champion. Now, Oscar also said that Canelo needs a new trainer. He also said Canelo, if he was great like everybody thought he was, he would have figured Crawford out, made adjustments. But he blames Eddy Reynoso for that, right? You know, a couple of years ago, I'll say 3 or 4 years ago, Eddy Reynoso was considered the best trainer in boxing. I would never think I would have heard today that people, it's not just Oscar De La Hoya saying this. There are a lot of Canelo fans out there that are saying Eddy Reynoso needs to go. They're saying Canelo needs to hear a new voice and learn new strategies. But at the age of 35, what can you teach Canelo? I mean, his feet are his feet. They're not going to get any better. I don't think Floyd Mayweather Sr. can give him happy feet. It's just not going to happen. And they talk about bringing in Freddie Roach to bring up his volume of punching. Canelo is not that guy anymore. He's not going to throw a lot of punches like that. And if he does, he will gas out quicker. Out of 70 fights, or almost 70 fights, Canelo lost to 3 elite guys: Floyd Mayweather, Dimitri Bivol, and Terence Crawford. 3 elite, great fighters. It may not be any trainer in the world that has an antidote for Canelo to beat those guys. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Is it time for Canelo to get a new trainer? Fire Eddy Reynoso. And do you think at 160, Vergil Ortiz is a fight for Terence Crawford? Beezy, I'm gone.